Pax vobiscum, salvete omnes. My name is Father Mislav. I'm a Croatian Catholic Dominican priest, and you're watching a blind reaction to Helsreach, and you came to the finale of the story. If you haven't watched the other 12 parts so far, I invite you to check the playlist and to watch the first 12 parts together with me in order to enjoy this part fully. At the beginning, we prayed together for the heavenly protection and for this whole enjoyment to be more profound. Now, at the end of this journey of the Helsreach movie, we're going to pray together as well. This time, we're going to pray to Blessed Virgin Mary, for her protection. We don't pray to Mary as if she is a god. She is not. She is a creature, but most perfect and most beautiful creature ever made. God willed it so. God willed it in order for his son to come through her in this world in order to save us. There is a very ancient prayer from the 3rd century, maybe even older. Sub tuum presidium is the name in Latin. I'm going to put both the Latin and the English version on the screen, so if you want, you can pray with me. If not, you can just scroll forward. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Sub tuum presidium confugimus, sancta Dei genitrix, nostras deprecationes ne despicias in necessitatibus, sed a periculis cunctis libera nos semper. Virgo gloriosa et benedicta. Amen. Immaculate Heart of Mary, pray for us. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Finally, the finale. This trilogy was very fast because I did not wait a long time to watch and film these 3 parts, even though I am spreading them apart how I am publishing it on YouTube. This has been a rather long journey. I don't know, 2 weeks, maybe even longer, how much it took for me to watch and to record all of it. The animation has been changing a lot, probably because of the memories of Grimaldus that are clearer and sharper. And of course, it's an artistic decision from the creator, Richard Boylan, whom I have to say, congratulations on receiving a child, a baby. I don't know how old he or she is, but I heard that you became a father. So congratulations on that. That's a beautiful thing, a huge blessing. And I hope if it will be possible for you to continue with your artistic work. You're truly a talented individual, able to transfer the spirit of the story into the wide screen. Grimaldus grew as a character. We saw that there is a lot of inner turmoil within him. We also saw some other characters going through their own arc, through their own story. For example, Primus, but Grimaldus especially, from his not so determined stance on some things, from his emotional instability to specific occasions when he has complete focus and complete determination, very much needed to inspire his troops. We are awaiting for Oberon to be awakened, and we're also hoping for the Titan, for Princess Zaha to make maybe a stronger impact within the story. I hope that she will survive. She grew quite fond of the kind eyes of Grimaldus, so their interaction a couple of episodes ago was quite impactful, quite important, I believe, for the story. Some of the Space Marines died, they passed away. Maybe some of them will die in this episode as well. We'll see. The movie, The Helsreach, doesn't matter which part, sometimes really managed to convey the emotions that were present within. A couple of times I had goosebumps, I had chills because of the intensity or strength of the moment. I remember episode number 2, the ordination ritual of Grimaldus, of him becoming a reclusiarch with such a strong a strong emotional moment for me, especially because I have a backstory of that, of me being ordained as a priest, and one friend, Michael, basically relating this event from Helsreach to my ordination. So me seeing it with new eyes, that moment was emotional for me as well. But the moment, definitely within the movie, is very strong. Also, the speeches, the inspiration, the boosting of the morale, the animation of the combat, and also the subtle interactions between characters, the moments of silence. Sometimes they were more profound, they had more impact on us as viewers than those action packed scenes. I guess my prediction is that in this finale, we're gonna see both a lot of action packed scenes, but also some more quiet, maybe serene in tone, maybe even emotionally disturbing or impactful scenes that are going to lead us to the finalization of this whole story. Well, I'm eager to start, and I don't want my monologue to be too long because I do have to pause now and then within the movie if I have to say something in general, and of course, to try and to give the summary and the complete reaction experience after watching this finale. So, let us jump in the story. Let's go. Games Workshop, please be benevolent towards these kinds of content producers.
He is not ready. He is a master of small engagements and a warrior beyond peer, but he is not a leader of the chapter.
The Forge Master speaks the truth, High Marshal. Grimaldus is flawed by hesitation. A second's delay in all he does, and it is no secret why. He holds himself to his master's standards. Doubt clings to him, darkening his place in the chapter.
He is shaken by Mordred's death. He seeks his place in the Eternal Crusade.
They're saying basically Grimaldus still does not know who he is completely, and because of that, he has a lack of resolve. And that, for a leader to have, can be really, can have is, and that for a leader to have is very detrimental to his chapter.
In the coming war, I will give him the chance to find that place.
And this is the coming war, I guess. Grimaldus becoming who he should be. Okay, actually, slowly it's unveiling to me the revelation of Helsreach. This is the story of Grimaldus becoming who he should be, step by step. With this finale, I presume Grimaldus shining with the light that was constantly hiding within him because of the darkness with which he was fighting. Animation even better.
The city is falling, brother. Saren and the other humans faced that fact today. The time has come for us to choose where we will die. Then let it be where we will be remembered. Let it be where our deaths will matter, and give birth to tales worthy of being recorded in humanity's history. I know of a place.
They are truly like they have the spirits of an ancient Greek heroes, dying to go into the combat in order to die there and reach immortality, in order for their feats of heroism, of strength, will be sung in generations to come.
It is far from here, but there is no holier place on this entire world. There we shall dig our graves, and there we will ensure the great enemy forever remembers the name of the Black Templars.
Helsreach has weeks left, but little beyond that. The siege is almost at our own gate.
We received a message from the Astartes commander in the city, the Helsreach. He sends word that his knights are en route to stand with us in defense.
The Helsreach is bringing the Black Templars here.
Yes, Prioress.
Did he happen to say why he felt the sudden wish to fight alongside the Order of the Ardent Shroud?
No.
Order of the Ardent Shroud. I have to write that down. Ardent Shroud, because she was addressed as a prioress. That's like she's in a convent, as if she was a nun. Interesting. Okay.
Prioress.
And this is a
I
church.
suspect it ties into Colonel Siren's decision to break up the remaining defenders into separate bastions. The Helsreach has chosen the temple.
I see. I doubt he asked permission.
No, Prioress, he didn't.
Typical Astartes. When do they arrive?
Before sunset, Mistress.
Very well. Damn it all. Well, don't just stand there gawking, girl. Prepare my battle armor.
Oh, battle armor? She's an old woman. She will have a battle armor? Wait a second. Is she like a very old battle sister? Are we gonna see a battle sister in this episode?
How long has it been since you wore your armor, Prioress?
How old are you, girl?
15, Mistress.
Well then, let's just say you couldn't wipe your own backside the last time I went to war. But it'll be good to deliver a sermon with a bolter in hand again.
Just so you know, I am familiar with the concept of Battle Sister because of the Rogue Trader CRPG that I'm playing. And there is a Battle Sister Argenta over there. And low-key, she's my favorite character over there. So if we see another Battle Sister in action, in combat in this finale of Helsreach, yeah, that's gonna make me happy.
Hail, Helsreach. Hail, Bayard, I say to the Emperor's champion of the Helsreach Crusade.
Now I'm noticing another detail. Emperor's Champion has his left shoulder exclusively with a Black Templar symbol, while the Reclusiarch has his right.
My liege, Priamus. Still breathing, I see. Nothing on this world will change that, my liege. Arise, brother. The day will never come that you must kneel before me. Arterian, Masterland, it is good to see you both. And you, Nero. Cador's fall tore at my heart, brother. He and I served in the Sword Brethren together. Did you know that? I knew it, my liege. Cador spoke of it often. He was one of us.
What's happening?
Well, well, well. The Emperor's chosen. Come to stand with us at last.
Hail, Prioress.
I am Prioress Sindel, and in the name of Saint Sylvana, I bid you welcome to the Temple of the Emperor Ascendant.
Saint Sylvana? I'm not familiar with her.
Reclusiarch Grimaldus of the Black Templars. I cannot help but notice that you do not sound welcoming.
Should I be? Half of the temple district has already fallen in the last week. Where were you then,
We were
She has a tattoo on her cheek, it would seem.
at the docks, you ungrateful little harpy.
Is that Fleur de Lis?
Be at ease. We were, as my brother Primus explained, engaged in the east of the hive. But we are here now, when the war is at its darkest, as the enemy approach the temple doors.
I have fought with Astartes before. I have fought alongside warriors who would have given their lives for the Imperium's ideals, and warriors that cared only for accruing glory, as if they could wear their honor like armor. Both breeds were Astartes.
We are not here to be lectured on the state of our souls.
Whether you are or not doesn't matter, Reclusiarch. Will you dismiss your fellow warriors from the chamber, please? There is much to speak of.
We can speak of the temple's defense in front of my brothers.
Indeed we can. And when the time comes to speak of such things, they will be present. For now, please dismiss them.
She carries a lot of authority. And Grimaldus is a priest type of a character. And I guess it's not easy for a priest character to be lectured on spiritual matters as she is currently, in a way, lecturing him. Interesting.
Remove your helm, please.
Tell me why I should.
Because I would like to look upon the face of the man I'm speaking with, and because I wish to anoint you with the waters of elucidation.
What's that?
A moment, please.
This
He has sad eyes for some reason.
This water is thrice blessed. It brings clarity of purpose when anointed onto the doubting and the lost.
I am not lost.
She can feel it.
I did not mean to imply that you were, Reclusiarch, but many who come here are. Kneel, if you would. I cannot reach all the way up there. You have beautiful eyes. There. You are blessed and may tread the sacred floor of the inner sanctum without guilt. May you find the answers you seek in the house of the God Emperor.
Chills. Yeah, I have to stop here. I'm sorry. Other than this scene very much reminding me of Balin's grave in Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring. But the whole ceremony thing is quite beautiful and reminiscing of a lot of special types of blessing within the Catholic Church, um, when there are blessings, and were always blessings for people who go into combat. Also, for pilgrims, they can receive a special type of blessing. The holy water that she says here, we would not say holy water, but blessed water. Water that can be blessed with specific types of prayers, more significant or less significant. Baptismal water also carries special type of strength within it. Also, it's a water that has been blessed and that can be used then for blessing other people as well. Every time that people enter the Catholic Church, they dip their hands, their fingers into the blessed water and make sign of the cross in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Why? Well, we are reminding ourselves of our baptism by doing that, by being baptized in the water, being reminded that we are children of God. That's why we use the blessed water and make sign of the cross. You know, reminding ourselves who we are in front of God, the dignity that we hold, and when we enter the church, to enter as a child of God and to walk with that presence of God in us and around us. And the effect on the person who is doing that consciously is very much similar to what Grimaldus is experiencing now. It's a clarification of the purpose of knowing who you are and what you have to do, carrying the identity that you have. Let's continue with the reaction, but I like this a lot.
Very few left. There will be enough. Have faith in your brother's blades, Bayard. I have faith. I am sanguine with my fate, Chaplain. My rank is Reclusiarch. Use it. By your will, brother, of course. But we stand vigil over the city's death, with a handful of bleeding humans, Reclusiarch. I am sanguine, but I am also a realist. Have faith in the people of this city, champion. Such condescension is beneath you. These people are fighting for more than their homes and lives. They are fighting for their ancestors' honor, on the holiest ground in the entire world. The survivors of this war across the globe will take heart from sacrifices made by the thousands destined to die here. Blood of Dawn, Bayard. The Imperium was born in moments such as this. My voice was one of the few that spoke against your ascension to Mordred's rank. I would have said the same in your place. Hail, Adjutant Quintus Tyro, Major Riken. We got cut off from Saren and the others. Throne, there are still thousands of the bastards out there. And that's not the worst of it. Explain.
The enemy still has Titans, and there's one you'll never believe until you look upon it with your own eyes. We saw it march from Rostrick Ironworks, collapsing habitation towers in its wake.
Move inside and see to your wounds. If the end is coming to these walls, you will need to stand ready. Oh, we'll all be ready. The bastards took my face, and that made it personal. Reclusia. Humans, they are a mystery to me.
Yeah. It's something like what, not an alien, but what an angel would say, in a way, maybe. Humans, they're a mystery to me. Angels have different way of being, pure intellect and pure will. And we have bodies, we have flesh, we have emotions. I mean, of course, the angels of the Emperor have those as well, but they're depicted as if they were closer to actual angels than they are to human, even though they're not. But how they're describing humans, it's also interesting.
As soon as it has recharged my princeps. My princeps, we must disengage. We need to rearm and cool the plasma core in standard sustained venting procedure.
No more lectures. I do not care.
I'm ready. Firing. Wait for the stabilizers to come back online. They only need another minute.
The arm isn't badly damaged. I'm taking the shot. I can make it.
You'll miss, Val. Give them 30 seconds. Just 30 more seconds.
Firing.
No, no, no. This can't be. You've killed us.
I had the shot. I had the
Miscalculated.
shot.
You son of a bitch! Why hasn't it fired?
I started until the end of this promise.
Sorry for that. It would seem that if you know where to hit, actually it's not that hard to take down a Titan, but you have to be able to penetrate the armor and to take out the Princeps. It's like the Death Star, maybe, you know, shooting the the proper direction to the weak point, and then everything will collapse. I guess that's it for Princeps Zaha.
They said you would be here. I beg the many forgivings of this holy place for my intrusion, but I bring news, yes? Do not be angry. The Vox is still playing many unamusing games, and I could not speak with anyone in any other way.
Speak, Legionnaire.
The beasts, they are coming in great force. Many are not far behind us, and I have heard Vox chatter that Invigilata is leaving the city.
Why would they leave us?
They would quit the city at once if Princeps Zaha was gone. Mechanicus politics.
She is gone, Reclusiac. An hour ago, we saw Storm Herald die. A moment, please. You are destined to either survive this or die at least sometime later than I.
Oh, what is this?
My mother's wedding ring, and a letter of explanation. Once this is over, if you are still drawing breath, please find Trooper Natalina Domoska of the 91st Steel Elite. You will recognize her, this I promise to you. She is the most beautiful woman in the world. Every man says so.
I guess that's the quite a morale boost for the troops to see battle sisters entering the fray, right?
Not yet.
Now, you ass, come on!
Are they coming? Oh! The bloody Templars!
That's the Emperor's champion, right? So he actually died?
Never! The Black Sword! Priamus, Reclusiac, you are the last Emperor's champion of the Helsreach Crusade. Now, recover your blade.
Recover your blade. It's already your blade. And Grimaldo said that without no hesitation. Yeah, his teammates, his friends died, but he sees the goal. His purpose is right in front of him. Immediately, like a leader, take your blade. It's actually nice to see a female armor that is, well, more functional or accurate to how it should actually be. Not like in usual fantasy games, you know how female armors usually look like almost nothing of armor and almost everything of skin. Is that Oberon? The Tech Marine.
Engine. Kill.
Hmm.
Status of the weapon.
Oberon has no void shields, no secondary weapon systems, and suspensor lift capability is limited. Alone, I can fire it no more than once every 20 minutes. I need to recharge the fuel cells manually and regenerate flow from the plasma containment.
Heed these last words, Forge Master. Do not bring the weapon too close. The Temple District is naught but fire and ash, and we are surrounded on all sides. Flee the city. Pursue Invigilata's retreating forces, and link up with the Imperial assault along the Hemlock.
You wish me to run?
I wish you to live rather than die in vain, and save a weapon precious to the Imperium. We will be buried here, Jurisian. There is no dishonor that your fate is elsewhere. For Dawn and the Emperor.
By your will, Helsreach.
For the Eternal Crusade.
Kill them all! Let none survive! Never has an alien defied this holiest of places!
Take heart, brothers! Fight in the Emperor's name! I have dug my grave in this place. I will either triumph or I will die. No pity, no remorse, no fear.
Primus.
Altaria! Goodbye, brother. I will die on this world.
Hmm.
I will die on Armageddon. They call it the season of fire. The ash wastes are choking with dust from roaring volcanoes. Fighting across most of the world is ceasing, not because of victory or defeat, but because there can be no arguing with Armageddon itself. In a handful of days, no man or Xenos beast will be able to breathe in the wastelands, so the war ceases for now. Imperial forces consolidate the territories to which they still lay claim, and drive the invaders out from those where the Orcs have managed to grasp no more than a weak hold. Helsreach is one of these places. Hello, hero. Greetings, Andre. Perhaps you should salute me now, though, yes? I am not beholden to a guard captain, but congratulations. Yes, I know. But I must be offering many thanks for you keeping your word and telling my captain of my deeds. An oath is an oath. Your friend, your love, did you find her? Yes. I did find her. I am glad you made it. I heard you were very injured, yes? Not enough to kill me. The reports I have heard indicated no one else survived the fall of the Basilica. Yes, that would make for a wonderful story, no? The last Black Knight, the only survivor of the greatest battle in Helsreach. I apologize for surviving and breaking the flow of your legend, Reclusiarch. I promise most faithfully that I and the 6 or 7 others will be very quiet and let you have all the thunder. Were you not injured at all? Yeah, I had a headache, but then it went away. This makes me smile. Altarian, Primus, Bastalan, Cador, Nero. Forgive me for living, while you all lie cold and still.
Everyone.
We are judged in life for the evil we destroy. It is a bleak truth that there is nothing but blood awaiting us in the spaces between the stars. But the Emperor sees all that transpires in his domain, and we are judged equally for the illumination we bring to the blackest nights. We are judged in life for those moments we spill light into the darkest reaches of his Imperium. Your world taught me this. Your world and the war that brought me here. Hero of Helsreach. The crowd cheers. As if there is only one.
Ah, as if there is only one. Yeah. There are heroes of Helsreach, not only a hero, but just one remaining, the final one standing, Grimaldus, and also a lot of heroes among the militiamen, the regular humans. The change in the animation after the fall of the roof of the, was that a cathedral where they were fighting their last fight? The change of the animation is indicative of the emotional state of Grimaldus, or not so much of an emotional state, but his memories. What happens after the death of his closest friends, compatriots, fighters, brothers in arms? It's all fuzzy. It's as if the world is not so clear. The reality is not as pristine as it was in the moments when he was fighting along with his brothers and when they were dying. He remembers those moments perfectly. He was living with his lungs full of breath, full of life. He was living fully in those moments, it would seem, the animation says here, in a way. So this was a long journey, an emotional one. To be honest, I I did not expect everyone to die and Grimaldus to live. I I kind of half expected Grimaldus to die and others to live actually, and it was the other way around. So it surprised me. Determination that in the end Grimaldus had with Oberon, the weapon that did save them at one point with that huge orc machine that was able to destroy a titan. But he told it, no, go away, live on, Tech Marine, and also preserve the weapon for the future fights. And the rest of them, yeah, it was very emotional. It was emotional. It's a good finish to a whole story. To a good finish for the progression of the character of Grimaldus and his whole team. I actually wish I would have seen more. We could have seen more of Primus because he had a strong moment with holding the sword. Very strong moment. After the Battle Sisters entered the fray, after the champion of the Emperor died, Primus is the one that's taking the sword in his arms and then fighting valiantly. He is the champion at that moment. He was the champion of the Emperor for a brief period of time with the Black Sword, isn't it? But in the end, together with other of his Marines, Black Templars, brothers in the chapter, he died. And it's only by chance, actually, that Grimaldus was the one that survived. Not because of his power, not because he was more capable in combat, not because he calculated in order for him to survive, but simply by a chance when the whole floor or the whole ceiling collapsed with the huge stone blocks. Simply, the orcs were killed and he managed to survive. But yeah, I think it was a genius idea to put the black and white and shaky black and white once more as an epilogue. It says a lot. Probably it says much more than I can gather from it. But the combination of Grimautus's memories and also the emotional state, which are the two main arguments for this style of animation, I see it more as a memory, being fully alive in the moments and remembering every tiny detail of the combat of the last week or month of things that were happening. But after it all passed, after his friends passed away, again, the memories are slowly fading. This has been a long journey. Thank you for following me in this journey. Thank you for suggesting me that I should watch Helsreach, and not only that, but I should react to it part by part. It helped me to gain a deeper appreciation for the story and to catch the bits and details and nuances, because I could read all the comments that you did, filling in the gaps that I could not gather from the story. If I just watched the movie in full, I would have missed a lot. So that was for my own personal enrichment. And I guess for maybe some of you who have been watching this Helsreach for the first time together with me, I hope that it has been interesting for you as well. Yeah, even if this was made by a Hollywood style, maybe the animation would be even good. They could make a longer stuff. The fluidity of the combat would have been even better, but something would have been lost. This is one person doing it, so all the creative details are on one individual, which can be detrimental sometimes, but in this case, it proved to be perfect because Richard was trying and I think succeeding in catching the essence of the story and the essence of character of Grimautus with his growth, with his progression, and with his final state when all his friends have gone. He has peace in the end. You could feel that, right? When he's walking, it's not as if because of the difference in animation that we have a feeling now that he's depressed or that he is lost in a way. No, we do not get that kind of a feeling. But that things are different, yes, things are different, definitely. Thank you for joining me in this endeavor. Please do like, share, subscribe if you want more of this type of a content. I hope that you're able to notice maybe even improvements in my, I don't know, editing or filming. I see a big progress for myself from first filming the last church and now filming the Helsreach Part 13 finale. If you can notice something that's better, please do say, I like your improvement in that, or you should maybe stop doing this and that. It helps me. I'm definitely open to constructive criticism, by all means. This is my first time ever making a YouTube channel and filming something and editing something. So, yeah, God bless you, friends. Thank you for support, and I'll see you in another reaction video. Goodbye.